Well, good morning. Today is Monday, January 22nd. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. This week is how to move more and actually enjoy it. I do plan on moving more this week because Jim and I are planning to go to the gym 3 times this week. I'm going to attempt to get back on my walking pad. I'm a little nervous about that, but anyway. We always start off with how I did at my meeting on Thursdays because I attend weekly meetings on Thursdays. I did not go to my meeting last Thursday for numerous reasons. One of the reasons, when I went to bed, they were forecasting really bad roads in the morning, and I really truly thought that my meeting was going to be canceled. So I didn't set an alarm clock or anything like that. And then when I woke up, I just kind of noticed when I was doing my scrolling on my phone that the meeting was open. But I knew I was going to have a gain. I knew it. So that was another reason. I'm going to own up to it. One of the main reasons I didn't go is because I didn't want to see a gain. Does that mean that my body didn't have a gain? No, I'm not that silly or stupid or dumb or ignorant. All those nasty words that you don't want to ever say, which aren't nice to say anyhow. But I wasn't ignorant to the fact that I gained some weight last week. I don't know how much weight I gained, but I know I would have had a gain. I didn't even get on my home scale. I just didn't want to see the number. So I thought, let's just move on. So not sharing any weight with you. So far, up until last week, I've lost 41 pounds. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that for now. But we're going to move on. So anyway, how to move more and actually enjoy it. I like when I go to the gym, I feel so much better, but it's been so long since I went. I've kind of fallen out of the habit. I need to build myself back up to go into the habit because I know once I go back, I'm going to enjoy it once again. I do miss my walks. I used to walk with Denise in the morning, but if you follow my daily vlog, you know that Denise has moved about 2 miles away from me. So it's just not conducive to walking together in the morning. It's just not. She walks around her house and her neighborhood. I probably should. Jim walked with me a little bit when the weather was warmer, but because of his heart catheterization, he was told not to be out in the cold if it's colder than 40, if it's less than 40 degrees. And we've been in the below zeros lately. This morning it's 7. So we're in the beginning of a heat wave because it's supposed to be a nice warm week this week. Like I said, I want to get back. Also, if you follow my daily vlog, you know I had a little mishap on my walking pad. I walked on it for 2 days with no problems. On the 3rd day, I thought I was going to increase my speed, but instead of increasing, because it goes in 0.2 increments, I hit the wrong button and I increased it by 6 miles an hour. I was at the time going 1.6 miles an hour. There's no way I can keep up with 7.6. And then when I was trying to stop the button, because it doesn't have a cord for an emergency stop, but it has a button you can push. But it has a flap that you should close, so that when you close the flap, the only thing that shows is the emergency button. I had the flap open, and so instead of hitting the stop button, I was hitting the button right next to it to increase it by 0.2, and I kept going 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So I was going 8, 9. I was getting faster and faster, and I eventually fell off the treadmill, and it scared me. It really, really scared me. I was able to get up after I composed myself, so I was able to get up off the floor. But it scared the shit out of me, I'm not going to lie. And I've been a little leery about going on it. Now, it has a remote that I can hold in my hand to push, which I'm going to do, which has an emergency button since it doesn't have the cord. And I have a bed rail, because I have it in the bedroom at the end of the bed that I can hold on to. My plan for this week is to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to the gym, because Tuesday we have to go to the heart specialist for Jim to do a checkup. And on Thursday, I'm going to the foot doctor for my ingrown toenail. So on Tuesday and Thursday, I plan on walking on my walking pad. All of that going on and on about moving. But I really do enjoy moving when I do move. But if you're feeling about your current activity routine, or you're looking to start a new one, the key is to first consider how you want to feel and go from there. Another thing I didn't mention is I did two days of chair yoga, and I really enjoyed it, but then I got out of the habit. So exercise, like anything in life, is kind of like a habit, and you just have to keep repeating it. And I've been very busy lately, but not too busy that I can use that as an excuse that I couldn't fit in like a 10-minute chair yoga exercise. Or I think it's 15. But there's not a reason in the world I couldn't have fit 15 minutes into my busy schedule. It's not that busy. But anyway, but these are things that you can try. Think about how you want to feel during the exercise and after you're being active. So you want to feel calm. If you want to feel calm, you might consider yoga or Pilates or stretching or hiking. The chair yoga was very calming. I really did like it, and it wasn't beyond my ability. I am never going to be able to get down on the floor and do yoga exercises. For one thing, with my knee replacements, I can't kneel on my knees. It's like somebody's shooting swords through my knees, because I have the original, like way back in 2007 kind of knees. They're like titanium or metal or whatever. I set off alarms everywhere I go. So I have to let them know ahead of time that I have, and I carry a little card that shows I have a knee replacement just in case, but they can see the scars on the knee. So, or if you want to feel energized, walking, jogging, cycling, team sports, skiing, or swimming. When I do go to the gym, I do like to do the recumbent bike, which to me is like cycling a little bit. And afterwards, I get in the pool and I do walking in the pool. But I think that I'm going to try starting to swim. They have lanes for swimming, so it wouldn't be like I'd be in anybody's way. So I'm leaning towards that. But if you want to feel strong, strength training, kickboxing, rowing, body weight exercises. Now, I really should use the weights for my arms and stuff. I've never been upper body strength. I've never had really strong strength in my arms. And as you get older, you lose muscle mass, and so you really should at least a 2.5 pound. And if you don't even have weights, you can use cans, like cans of baked beans or soup or something like that. Any kind of weight that you use is going to help. If you want to feel happy, try dancing, skating, gardening, tennis, pickleball, team sports, or the trampoline. I remember when Lainey at Lainey's Life had a little trampoline that she kept in her room, like a little bounce thing. She used to bounce on that a lot. I don't know. I don't see you doing that anymore, Lainey. How come? Maybe she just doesn't have the room because she's living with her daughter now. To me, gardening is work. I don't think that makes me happy. I like the end result, but I don't like the weeding. I don't like the planting. I just like the enjoying of the flowers or whatever I'm growing. I do love to dance. I am like Elaine from Seinfeld on the dance floor, but I don't really care. I really like to dance. And so a lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes, I'll just put in a Richard Simmons tape and just dance to the oldies. It's fun, and it's exercise, and it's something enjoyable to do. But if you want to feel otherwise, what activities align with the feeling that you're having at that moment? Like I said, I miss my daily walks. It really started my day off. It really, truly started my day off. And I really thought getting the walking pad was going to be the replacement for my walking outside. And it really would have been if I wouldn't have had my little mishap, my little accident, like they say in Beetlejuice. Or no, my little accident. But I am going to get back to it. I really am. So the second thing you want to do is narrow down activities based on what else you know about yourself. If you'd like to spend just with yourself, just you, me, myself, and I, if you want to do that, you're going to want to be, you'd like to be active at home then. If you want to be with 1 or 2 friends, then you might consider going to a gym or a fitness studio, or really just booking a date that you're going to get together and walk. Or a group, maybe go outside, like on a nature. Most places have some sort of nature reserve. Yeah, is it a reserve? Yeah, nature place. We have Cranberry, which is not even close to me, but we have Metropolitan Parkway, Metropolitan Beach rather, that's not that far from me. They have a beautiful nature, and they have a nature walk that you can walk through it. And then you can walk by the water. I live by the water, so I can walk by the water. Granted, it'd be a little chillier, but it would be a nice little walk. You could be in a pool with a group of people. There's like a water aerobic classes. Bertie and I used to go to water aerobic classes all the time, but with her shifting of her work schedule, it just doesn't fit into our schedule anymore. The third thing you can do is make a plan based on your answers, then put it into action. That's the key. You can make a plan. You can tell me what you want to do. I can tell you what I'd like to do. We can all live in this little fairyland where we all say, well, this is my perfect day. This is my perfect exercise. But unless you plan to do it, unless you actually take the action and do it, it's just not going to work. But you want to feel happy about your choice. Oh, they tell you to fill in the blanks. I want to feel happy, so I'll try walking. I'll ask Jim to join me at the gym. And I've got energy. I can make time in my schedule Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I've got a plan set for this week, and I'm going to live up to that plan. So let's dive a little deeper. No matter how much your friend raves about her cardio class or how much great swimming is supposed to be the perfect activity, it just doesn't exist because it feels like a chore if you don't enjoy it. Science says you're less likely to stick with it. If you don't like a particular, like everybody's doing Pilates, so I'm going to do Pilates. If I don't like Pilates, I just don't like it. Am I going to go as much as if I went to the gym to walk on the treadmill or walk to do the recumbent bike? I'm more likely to do the recumbent bike than do Pilates. So don't settle on something that everybody's doing or it's the latest rave. Settle on something that you know you're going to do. So instead of chasing what you think you should be a detective, collecting clues to figure out what you'll actually do. Then put the pieces together. Want to feel strong but not a fan of the gym? Find an app or online program with at-home body weight exercises. Love being in nature but not flying solo? Look for a hiking club or start your own. Like I said, there's so much stuff on YouTube. You can find just about anything on YouTube. You really can. It's a free app. Most people have a smartphone. Most people have a smart TV. Nowadays, not too many people have like TVs that are a smart TV. There are people out there, I realize, that they do, but you can always pick up a DVD and just use the same one. You can look around in your neighborhood. You check your neighborhood news. If you're a senior, check your neighborhood senior center. There's always something going on at the senior center. Always. They're always going somewhere. And you might meet some new friends at the same time. But it's okay if it takes Goldilocks style to trial and error to find your just right exercise. The best type of movement is whatever feels doable for you and fun for you. Prioritize your enjoyment comes with an added bonus. It rewards you for putting effort into the journey, and which can lead to even more success. If you like what you're doing, you're going to do it more often. You really are. Like I said, I do enjoy walking, but I've fallen onto the wayside with that. I have to remind myself how much I enjoyed it, how much it was nice to get out with Mother Nature, to see the birds, to see the seasons change. I really don't mind the cold. I dress appropriately for the cold, but I don't like to walk in the snow where I have the more likelihood, especially with my balance issues, of falling. So I can walk around the house. I have a basement that's fully functional for walking. It's the whole length of my house, and there's nothing blocking it from doing like a circle, like a track, like I'm walking on a track. I can do that. I choose not to do that. I'm going to be honest. I just choose not to do that. But I can do it, and I should do it more often. 3 fast facts. Being active can help you lose more weight and keep it off compared to only changing your diet. I know a lot of people say that they lost their weight without exercising, and I believe them on that. I really do. But I just think that it's an added boost. It can't hurt. It really just can't hurt. And if anything, I think exercise makes you feel better about yourself. It releases endorphins that just make you feel happy. It really does. Even if it's an exercise that you don't like doing and you might hate every minute of doing it, you can't lie to yourself and say afterwards that, you know what, you didn't feel a little spark of joy afterwards. Maybe it was just a spark of joy of knowing it was all over. But just the fact that you accomplished it, sometimes it's just that little boost that you need. Like I didn't like going to regular aerobics. But when I was done with the class, I was happy it was done, first of all. But I thought, you know what? I finished that whole half hour or 45 minutes, whatever it was that I attended. And it was a little difficult, but I accomplished it. And so I felt a sense of pride. I really did. And that really made me boost up to make smarter choices as far as the food I was choosing. Number 2 is choosing an activity based on how it makes you feel helps you be consistent. I am not going to run. I love to jog. I would love to jog, but I know that's not something I'm ever going to do. But I can walk. I can walk pretty fast sometimes if I put my mind to it. I don't like roller skating or ice skating. I fall down too much. So I'm not going to choose that as an activity for me. I'm going to find one that's going to keep me consistent that I'm going to keep on doing. And number 3, enjoying the activity also increases the likelihood you'll keep doing it. Like I said, when we were going before and I did the recumbent bike and then I went in the pool and did my water walking, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a nice to get out of the house type of feeling. It was nice just to get my body moving. I felt better. I made smarter food choices. So I'm really looking forward to doing that this week. So I'm just wondering, what kind of exercises do you do on a consistent basis? Or even which exercises do you do every once in a while? Right now, walking is my every once in a while. But I do have to pride myself on the fact that, like, if we go to Lowe's, which is Jim's store, he loves going to Lowe's, I'll go for a walk in the store while he's looking at whatever he's looking at, because what he's looking at is not going to interest me anyhow. So even if it's just a quick up, down 4 or 5 aisles, at least it's 4 or 5 more aisles that I would have got than just standing there waiting for him to make a choice on what he's going to get. But, and then I do you find, like I find that if I'm really exercising and really paying attention to that I don't eat as much. Now, granted, it makes you eat more because you're building more energy. I understand that. But I think you make smarter food choices then. So you replace it with, you're not going to go to the gym and work out for an hour and then go and get a McDonald's. Well, you shouldn't, but, or like go and get like a banana split or something. For the most part, you're going to say, that was a really good workout. I'm feeling really good. I think I'll go home and have a healthy sandwich with some vegetables and maybe a glass of iced tea. I'm wondering, what do you do? So anyway, that's going to do it for this week. I do plan, and I am going on Thursday, no matter what the scale says. However I feel, I'm definitely going to go on Thursday. Also, it's the last day for my current leader is going to be her last meeting with us because she has a regular full-time job now. So I'm kind of going to miss her. But I'm going to go for that and just stay on track. So follow me during the week on my daily vlog to see how I'm doing, or come back here next week and I will definitely let you know how I did on Thursday. If you don't want to wait till next week to see how I did, check out my daily vlog on Thursday. I usually post like about 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at night, and I'll let you know how I did at the meeting. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys either here next week or on my daily vlog.